What's up guys, it's the Hunter Fisher. Welcome back to another Epi Banger video. Today's video is a little bit different. Today's gonna be an unboxing. So unboxing videos are something that I wanted to do more of on my channel because, to be honest, I watch a lot of unboxings on YouTube. Like, I think I watch a ton of burley fishing and debos fishing unboxings on my downtime just because I love unboxings. I love just watching it. I used to love watching Unbox Therapy for tech reviews and stuff like that. But to be honest with you, I just want to do more of it myself because I just enjoy talking about products, just sitting there, and that's kind of like why I work at Bass Pro Shops in the very first place. So yeah, I do work at Bass Pro Shops. But today's video is kind of a little bit special. So today's video is really more of an announcement too. I recently have partnered up and got on the Eurotackle team. Eurotackle reached out to me. The guy over at Eurotackle is named Ben. He owns it. He's really cool, really awesome dude, super nice, has big aspirations. He is probably what I would call a man with a plan. Holy crap, my throat is dry. But after talking with Ben about just Eurotackle products in general, I really love Eurotackle products. Their hard lures are to die for. They have really unique soft baits. I mean, everything about Eurotackle is very unique itself. And I just want to eventually get to chance to actually partner up with them or do more stuff with them. So as you guys have already seen plenty of before, they catch fish. I don't need to prove that. And I'm not going to prove that today in this video because I've already proven they catch plenty of fish. Today, I'm going to spend some time talking about why are they so good? What colors did I get? What lures did I get? That's the real question. So today's video is going to start out with the hard baits. I'm going to stop talking about all these baits and let's start to get unboxing these baits so that we know. All right guys, I'm gonna show you guys what the box actually looks like. I actually took out all the plastic packaging. It's all over here on the table right now, but right here is all the baits and hard lures. By the way, the box is only this much tall, but it's a lot more baits than you would think because this is about roughly over $200 worth, which is really awesome because I'm probably set for a little bit with this. A little bit, maybe a couple months. Also guys, I'm in my apartment living room, so if the acoustics are kind of whack, let me know down in the comment section below. I'm gonna try to make sure that the acoustics aren't that whack and try to make sure I'm speaking up and make sure it doesn't sound bad. Let's get into the unboxing. Let's start talking about these lures and what did I get from Eurotackle. So hard lures, as far as Eurotackle goes, I am a big fan of certain lures. All right guys, without further ado, let's get started with the hard baits. And I can stop talking about like just Eurotackle in general. So let's start out with let's not start out with my favorite lures from Eurotackle. Let's start out with the new lures from Eurotackle that I'm gonna try. So a couple lures that I've heard a lot of good things about from Eurotackle are the Z-Spenders. So the Z-Spenders, what they are is a 2-inch jerkbait. I think this is how long it is. I don't really know how long it is. I think it's a little bit longer than 2 inches, but there it is guys. Z-Spender. I'm gonna try to get it to focus a little bit on one of these lures. This one is the color called AU. That's AU. Looks like AU kind of looks like a goldfish, but they do have a goldfish color that I did not get. Wish I kind of did because they're all sold out of it. Thing is, with a lot of these colors in Eurotackle right now, they are sold out of a ton of different colors like goldfish, baby bluegill, a lot of those different colors. They're sold out of them because it's just, with this pandemic, it's hard to catch up with everything. With that being said, there still is great colors to get from Eurotackle. So I got the AO fishing AU color in the Z-Spender from Eurotackle. I got the UV green, which is essentially a glow-in-the-dark color. I don't have a UV light to test this out with because that's kind of weird. I don't know why I would have a UV light to test this out with. Essentially, it glows in the water. A lot of people like it for walleye. Apparently, walleye love UV light. I've never caught a walleye in my life. I'm from Florida, so we don't have walleye. I also got the rainbow trout color, which rainbow trout color I didn't get because it looks like a rainbow trout. I got because it looks like a baby bass. To me, at least. It also looks kind of like a shad in a way. To be honest, it's white with a base and it has a stripe. I think it's just gonna be similar to anything that really is in the watershed to begin with. Next lure from Eurotackle. So the next thing from Eurotackle is the Eurotackle Z-Cranker. So the Eurotackle Z-Cranker is a medium diving crankbait, or medium diving crankbait to bluegill and crappie fishing. So that right there is the Eurotackle Z-Cranker. Pretty sick looking bait. That is the UV green color. That's what it looks like on camera. So the Eurotackle Z-Cranker it dives about to 2.5, 5 foot, it says. Weighs 1/8 and it's 1.5 inches. So this might be pretty good for brush pile fishing, shallow, at least higher in the brush pile. Like say if we find crappie higher in a brush pile versus lower, maybe it's easier to crank with it, and I'm not sure. I have no idea how these baits really are, so I'm gonna have to figure out how they act One thing I did think about with these baits when I got them is the aspect of trolling on the Pelican. So I want to try trolling these crankbaits behind me when I'm fishing places like a lake where my college university has land at, just because I thought it'd be kind of cool. All right, that was the Eurotackle Z cranks, medium diving crankbaits. What else new did I get? So if you guys haven't seen this version on the YouTube channel yet, so this is the regular Z Vibers from Eurotackle. They are essentially, if you guys remember, I was fishing a brush pile down in Kissimmee and I was using a rattle trap that had a single hook. I would perfectly go snagless through a brush pile, which is almost unheard of a rattle trap. So this right here is the Eurotackle Z Viber. It is 1/16 of an ounce. It is the normal Z Viber. Granted, I'm calling this normal, kind of more so they're smaller size. So the Eurotackle makes, I think, up to 5/8 ounce Z Vibers all the way down to a 16. This is, did I say this was 1/8? Because it's not. It's 1/16 of an ounce. So it's just, it weighs the same as the other micro Z Viber you saw me tearing up crappie with, but I got two colors of that. I got rainbow trout and yeah, perch. So I got yellow perch. Looks like baby bluegill to me, so I got it. I think it'll work all the same. I was actually using yellow perch on the brush piles down there, so let's get into the baits I've already got. You guys know about them. As you guys just heard me talk about them, the micro Z Vibers. So I got 4 new colors of micro Z Vibers. Granted, I've never lost a single micro Z Viber because these things are amazing for brush piles. You aren't snagging. If you snag, you really tried to get snagged. Like, to be honest, I got 4 different colors. I got colors already. Colors I already have of it and stuff like that. I got even new colors. I got the color I've been really killing it on is the perch color. That perch color right there. I also got the native shad color, which is purple and chartreuse. So I'm gonna show you guys in a minute. I also got rainbow trout and UV chrome blueback. So chrome blueback's a traditional rattle trap color. All these micro Z Vibers come with a treble hook too. And there's that native shad color, by the way. That shad looks like a purple and chartreuse. Perfect for stained waters where you're trying to catch some black crappie, some black cropsters. And yeah, to be honest, I think that shad color is gonna do great in more tannic waters. And the thing is you can replace the hook with a treble hook if you would really like. I don't want to because it ruins the whole point of the bait for me. I like the fact that the bait is snagless. That right there kind of sells me on that bait. And I think I'm always going to be buying micro Z Vibers from the day until I die, just so I have some when I'm extra old and I need to buy baits for crappie. I don't even need to buy them. I'll just get more micro Z Vibers. Without this further said, let's move on to the last hard lure of today's video. So the last hard lure of today's video is the Eurotackle Z Poppers. So these lures I lose the most, but that's because I put them in the hardest positions to be in. So the reason why I do that is because poppers are one of my favorite lures. The reason why they're my favorite lure ever is because they're essentially a finesse topwater. Finesse topwater, like that's topwater and finesse usually aren't together. So with finesse topwater, I'm going to be essentially putting this right underneath trees, next to cypresses, trying to get either bluegill or bass. Typically bass bite these. I've never had any panfish on these guys yet, just because I haven't gotten any yet. But I have a couple colors that I like to use, and there's really only 2. So the 2 colors I like to use are baby bluegill and AU. So y'all already seen what kind of baby bluegill kind of looks like before. All right, that's not focusing, so I'm not gonna worry about it right now, but the baby bluegill kind of looks like perch but green and has bluegill looking color. Y'all know what bluegill looks like. I also got, all you guys saw what AU looked like with the Z spenders. I'm not gonna show you guys again. It's that goldfish looking color, that canary. I would call it probably canary is what I would call it. So for the next part of the video, we're gonna be talking about soft baits. So soft baits with Eurotackle are just as good as their hard baits. To be honest guys, Eurotackle as a brand, I really support full front because they make very unique products. Like everything about their products are different from one another. Yeah guys, with Eurotackle, I think that their products are extremely unique. I think each and every one of them is pretty different as far as they go. I am definitely excited to try more and more lures. There's lots of good stuff coming out from them too in the future. You never know what's gonna come out. Guys, I think it's time we move on to the soft plastics part of the video and talk about a little bit about jig heads first. So Eurotackle sells something called soft lock tungsten jig heads. That's what these guys are right here. Essentially what they have is a bobber stop on the hook itself to keep your soft baits on the hook instead of it tearing apart whenever something pulls the tail. So say for example, you get tail bit. Instead of your tail getting nipped completely, say a bluegill pulls your tail, boom, your bait just slides up. So now it's still on the hook because the barb prevents the bobber stop from coming off. The fact that the bait slides prevented the paddle tail from being bitten off. So I got a couple different sizes. Different sizes are different ideals. So with anywhere from the inch to the 1.5 inch, maybe even 1.75 inch range with Eurotackle, of those soft baits, you want to use a size 6 hook. Anything bigger than that, size 4. What I got here is I have different variations of each colors. Typically my favorite color with the soft lock tungsten jig heads right now is the chartreuse color. So that chartreuse color has been doing great for this. A lot of the summer stained water. The thing is with these soft lock heads, what I just noticed, I forgot to mention this before in past videos, the soft lock heads don't have their weights tagged on them. They have their weight in grams. So people who are BFS guys, this is perfect. Like BFS is grams everything, so we can't be like ounces and stuff. We gotta do stuff in grams because grams is more accurate than ounces because ounces is fractional, which doesn't break it down to a decimal value versus grams. So that's why grams are better than ounces. I'm not gonna talk about that anymore, but essentially what I did is I got different variations of each color. I got anywhere from chartreuse to pink. Pink and chartreuse are probably my go-to colors, just because I don't know why. They're just, as jig heads, they've done better. Black, I literally have not noticed as many bites as pink and chartreuse. Chartreuse is right now is like my #1 go-to color for the Eurotackle swim baits. It's just what I use. I actually have not used anything except the Eurotackle swim baits from EPF Swims because I have a ton of them. I love it. There's all the jig heads right there. I'm actually gonna put all this into tackle boxes instead of having it out in the open except the soft plastics, which it's time to get into the soft plastics. Let's do this with the soft plastics. Soft plastics are my favorite part. Let me flaunt this tungsten jig head stack right here real quick. Sorry, I had to flaunt that one. Right here is the soft plastics. So we're just gonna go ahead and get what we know out of the way because literally the rest of this is not what we know. So what we know is the EPF Swim. EPF Swim is probably the best Eurotackle bait I've used, well, because I've only used one so far. It's one of my favorites for the soft plastics, but this thing has so much action. Like, dude, on brush piles, amazing. This purple with chartreuse jig head, if you live in cypress waters or cypress anything, tannic waters, stained, whatever it may be, you need to be using chartreuse with purple shad swim bait. I'm telling you, if you guys haven't already, go check out Eurotackle. Go check out Eurotackle and try out the 1/32 ounce size 6 hook chartreuse soft lock tungsten jig heads swim baits. I'm actually gonna order more of these because I don't think this is enough. I don't think 3 packs is enough. That's saying because I've caught a lot of crappie on these things. Literally, these probably will last me a month or 2 months maybe. I'm gonna need to order more because I believe in them that much. I believe in all these baits that much. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to what I don't know. What I don't know with Eurotackle is, let me put all these sizes together. I'm just gonna get into some more swim baits, talk about their swim bait options, because Eurotackle has a ton of different swim baits as far as like different offerings go. Fine. So one of the baits from Eurotackle that is very popular with a lot of BFS fishermen is the B Vibe. So what I have here is the 1.5 inch B Vibe. It's essentially more of a Kitech style paddle tail versus that EPF Swim style paddle tail. That right there is the packaging. Slightly different from the EPF Swim, but I got this 1.5 inch swim bait in gold, purple of course, and pink. So I had to make sure I got all the good colors. I'm gonna pull one of these guys out and show you what it looks like on film, just so you guys have an idea. If you guys are considering getting any, make sure you guys do me a favor. Tell them Hunter sent you in the special notes. Say Hunter hooked me up with these awesome looking baits. So that right there is the Eurotackle 1.5 inch swim bait. Can't even see it because it doesn't even focus that well. Right there, that is a great bait as far as swim baits go because it's a little bit different, has slightly more durable body in the center, so it's a little bit better for the soft lock tungsten jig heads. A little bit more feasible. Doesn't get grabbed and nipped and pulled and stuff like that. Got purple, gold. You already know the move. Purple, and their gold is freaking insane looking. So that right there is their gold. Their gold is like, they're freaking solid gold. It looks insane. So I'm really excited to try these out, but specifically, I'm about to show you guys the bigger size. So the B Vibes come in a couple different sizes right now. They're probably gonna come out in bigger sizes and smaller sizes in the future, from what I understand, because it just seems kind of weird for them to just release them in a new size randomly like that, unless they're making more. So I also have the larger sizes of the B Vibes here too. So these are the larger sizes of the B Vibes, 2 inches, both of them right there. So the 2 inch B Vibes are gonna be what I'm gonna try using in saltwater. So these 2 inch B Vibes pair perfectly with the 1/16 ounce size 4 hook. I'm gonna try out one of these, what is this called? Fire Tiger. So this Fire Tiger color, I think is gonna be unique to use in saltwater. I'm gonna try doing some wade ultralight fishing. A lot of people have tried to call me on my bluff with saltwater fishing and BFS. Y'all don't understand that it's very much possible. There's something called drag and people need to be using more of it. I'm gonna try to do some red fishing, some flats fishing. So we have some grass flats that I'm gonna try wading into because I just got some waders, and I'm definitely interested to try using ultralight gear only while wades flat fishing. So I'm super excited for that. I'm gonna be using pretty much only soft plastics from Eurotackle just because it's the best for the situation I'll be in, because it's very grassy areas in saltwater, and that is where the reds and trout love to hang out. We got Fire Tiger and we also got gold. Of course we got gold because gold just looks like a good color to me. So I got multiple baits in multiple colors of that same, I got multiple baits in that same exact color. With that said, we also got something called Eurotubes. So Eurotubes are probably gonna be the crappie bait for sure, because I think it's probably one of the most traditional crappie baits as far as crappie baits go. That right there is the Euro tube. Insane looking color, hot pink and gold. I got those two colors. I think they're awesome. I think it'd be great for jig and brush piles. I've only tried swim baits so far for jig and brush piles because I like to troll a little bit through them. When I'm sitting there, I like to slow roll my swim bait through them so it, as it comes over those branches, and crappie kill it. They love it. And just absolutely love the action of the EPF swim so far. I've yet to test the other ones, but the EPF swim gets bit anywhere by crappie. I think I definitely need to test these guys out, figure out what the whole deal with crappie tubes is, because I haven't ever used crappie tubes, I don't think. I have like one pack from like a pack I got at work one time, because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna use crappie tubes, never used them. Never freaking used them. All right guys, that's enough about tubes and crappie tubes, but yeah, I'm definitely going to be trying those tubes out, see how they work for crappie. But yeah, let's move on to the next bait. I only got one pack of this bait right here. This is called the Meta Crawl. This is literally a tiny crawl. It's essentially a micro crawl. So I'm actually really excited to try this on a micro Texas rig, or even with my buddy Ethan's micro Ned rigs style baits. Essentially, his Ned style heads would be perfect for these guys. A little creek fishing. You guys can't even get it to focus on it, but that's what it looks like because of how tiny it is. I can't get that to focus. That's what it looks like. I got black and blue because that's probably the most easiest crawl color to go with at the end of the day. Last but not least, very unique bait I'm excited to try is their fluke style Y-fries. Y-fries I think are gonna be great for jigging in brush piles with crappie and everything like that. So these guys right here, I got 3 different colors of them. They're tiny flukes, like I said, tiny flukes. I'm not even gonna try to put these on camera because there's no way that these are gonna show, especially on this camera. No, maybe on a GoPro I'll show it, but not these guys. So what these are is essentially tiny fluke style baits, 1/32 ounce dead with a size 6 hook. I think it's gonna be absolutely perfect for jigging brush piles, making bounce up on those branches, and making them look sweet and succulent as far as baits go. So I'm definitely ready to slay some cropsters here soon. I'm definitely gonna be doing some more crappie fishing on the channel here soon. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna level with y'all for a second. Like truthfully, I'm gonna level with y'all. I'm bored of bass fishing. I'm like for real bored of bass fishing, because bass fishing is cool and it's interesting and it's fun once you really get into it, but I cannot tell you how long I've been bass fishing. And to be honest, I'm moving on to different things just because I love it more. And I'm starting to figure out that whenever I've enjoyed my content more, my videos do better. So guys, I'm gonna level with you on that and say I'm doing more crappie fishing. I'm doing more saltwater fishing. I'm doing more of what I like because I think it's gonna do better on the channel. You guys see and love the content that I put out as long as I'm loving it, and I've noticed that. There's been a correlation between when I enjoy the content and when you guys enjoy the content, and it's never been I don't enjoy the content that y'all enjoy. I put out videos that I don't like because they're boring and I'm like, it's just to fill a void. No, from this point on, I'm gonna be putting out more content what I like to do. So that being said, it starts with this stuff. I'm gonna be doing more unboxings. I wanna do more unboxings because I love unboxings, and I got another big order from somebody else that I don't really want to tell you guys just yet, but I'm going to drop the name because why not? It's about roughly the same amount of money that was in this order, so about $200 worth. I also have a big order from Janko that I can't wait to do a video on. I definitely think you guys will enjoy it. If you guys like today's unboxing video, make sure you guys let me know down in the comments section below. Tell me what your favorite lure is. Tell me what it is. I know mine's probably the Z-Popper right now. Z-Popper is like one of my favorite micro lures there is right now because it's perfect summer lure. Poppers, man. Besides that, tell me what your favorite lure is. And I want to say thank you again to Ben at Eurotackle for giving me a chance, inviting me to the team, and I'm definitely thankful to him. Guys, let's get on with it. Today's video is over. I want to say thank you guys for watching. I want to say like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys have those bell notifications on. Otherwise, you're not going to know when I post next. Make sure you have those bell notifications on. So that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks guys for watching again. And remember, fish fair.